So Connor, 0-0 draw last week against Hartlepool. How did you find it?
It's always a tough place to go. Windy. Conditions were obviously tough to play in for both teams. I think it showed that in the game. It was a tight game in both ends, but they didn't create anything really apart from a header in the last seconds, but wasn't a clear-cut chance. And obviously we feel 2 pens not given that were stonewall pens. A goal that was perfectly fine, chalked off by the ref, who I thought was incredibly poor on the day. And then also Tabs who got to score his header. So without creating loads of chances, we felt we should have won the game 1 if not 2-0. So it was a good away performance that should have yielded 3 points. But listen, when you think of the 4 days we had with Yeovil away and had a good away, we would have probably taken 4 before we set off. But we should have really had all 6.
Yeah, I was just going to say, obviously 2 long away trips in the same week, 4 points. That's a positive return, isn't it? 100%.
As I said, before we set off on Wednesday morning to head down to Yeovil, we probably would have taken 4 points. But with the way the games went in the context of both games, 6 points would have been a fair reflection of our efforts. So, but listen, 4 still a good return on 2 tough away days.
Billy Hobson obviously returned to Chesterfield this morning. How big of a loss will he be?
Yeah, massive. He was a key player for us. He played a lot of games in his time here, and he was excellent in every one of them. So. Great lad as well, unbelievable kid, great character around the place, and he'd be a massive loss for us, like he would do any team. Hopefully now he goes and gets a chance at Chesterfield like he deserves. I think his performances here warrant him getting a chance in the league above, and I think if he does get that chance, I think he'll take it both hands. He's an excellent player. He works so hard day in, day out, not just in games but also in training. As I said, he's one of the most low maintenance players you can imagine. He's a brilliant lad, great kid. We wish him all the best and we thank him for his efforts. He was a brilliant lad, and we were gutted to lose him, to be honest. But yeah, brilliant player and brilliant person, to be fair to him, so we wish him all the best.
Looking ahead to tomorrow then, Aveley are the opponents. What do we know about them and the way they like to play?
Obviously we played them twice last year. We had them in the FA Cup at their place. They had a brilliant comeback against us, to be fair to them. They're on a replay here, and then obviously our quality showed through on our own pitch. It's always tough to go away and play on an Astro, so we'll expect another tough game. Their manager's team, they always work hard, they'll run hard like they did last year. I know they're struggling a little bit this year compared to last season, but you can never take your eye off the ball in any game. We'll take it as a tough test, as we always do.
And how good of a cup run would this be for team morale for the rest of the season?
Yeah, listen, it's a competition that we've had decent runs in the last couple of years since I've been at the club, so always breed excitement, especially in the later rounds if you can get that far. But listen, it's another game. We always want to win the next game, and that's what we'll look at it. We won't look at it as for however many games from this period or Wembley or whatever else it is. We'll just take it one game at a time like we always do. And tomorrow's the next game. We obviously want to win the next game, so we'll go out there to win a game of football. We'll see what we're going to do with team selection, and we'll just take it from there and see if we can get through. We will draw on Monday, but as I said, another tough test. We've got to try to come through on the right end of the result.
Thanks for your time, Connor.
Cheers, guys.